What's going on, guys? It's your girl Lauren Leon from the Credit Assist, and I'm here with my most handsome fellas. And today is a good day, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For sure.
Who we got over here? Look at this sexy chocolate. Y'all see the sexy chocolate?
Yeah, it's Tails, man. I'm 1/3 of the Sturdy Way TV. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
You got beans here, man. Sturdy way. Sturdy way, ice. We in the building.
You thought I was feeling you?
So, won't you introduce yourself?
Guys, if you don't know me, make sure you follow my page at the Credit Assist. My name is Lauren, and I teach people how to create passive income through leveraging credit. Like, there's no way you follow me and you have bad credit. I always tell everybody, you are the bag. Don't fumble yourself. Tú eres la funda. Don't fumble yourself.
So, where you from, Lauren?
I am Dominican, originally from the Bronx. I live in Yonkers now.
Okay, nice. So, what started you like on this credit journey on helping people with their credit?
Oh my God.
How'd you get started?
I'm an immigrant, so I came to this country with no papers. It's been a long journey for me. I've had to do a lot of things I'm not proud of to be able to get myself up and running. As you can see, I'm a female in a man's game. I'm a woman of color. And on top of that, I'm Dominican. So I got those three things on me. When I first started, I didn't have papers, so I was doing everything cash. I didn't know what credit was because, when you guys go to high school, nobody teaches you this stuff.
Right.
Nobody teaches you this stuff. If I would have known the stuff that I know now, I would have been a billionaire from high school, getting out of high school.
Yeah.
Literally. I watched all my friends go to college. I've had to scrub toilets. I've had to do side jobs. It's hard when you come here and you don't have that social security. So everything I did was cash. Sorry, I get a little touchy when it comes to thinking about everything that I've already went through. Mm-hmm. And then President Obama came into office, and I'm so thankful for him. I was able to get my work authorization when he was in office. I got a social, but, I still restricted. So I couldn't really do much with the social, just work. I ended up getting a job with Time Warner Cable. After I got a job with Time Warner Cable, I've always been passionate about everything I do. And I told myself that if I got my papers, I would leave the street. I would stop doing those things that I'm not so proud of.
Right.
And God intervened, got the papers, started hustling, got into Time Warner Cable, was making money. Now I'm making $6,000 a month. And it's like, oh my God, I have all this money coming in. I'm keeping up with the Joneses because now I'm on Instagram. I'm seeing people with the red bottoms. They got the little fancy cars. So now I'm blowing money because I got this bag. And in my head, I thought about job security. Right. So in my head, it's like, oh my God, I'm going to be here forever. This is going to be my job. I'm going to make this money every month. I failed to realize that jobs, companies, what's that word I'm looking for? They transition. So Time Warner Cable went to Charter Communications to Spectrum. So now they took out the department because they want to cut jobs. And my department was one of them. So I had the choice, either you go to North Carolina or you lose your job. I'm not trying to go to North Carolina. I'm a city girl.
Yeah, you want to be a country girl?
I don't want to be no country girl. Come on now, with the cows and milking the cows. I'm not with that.
That wasn't for you.
Not at all. So, lost my job. Now I'm sitting in the house like, I got this little Capital One credit card. I stopped paying. What am I to do? Do I pay my rent or do I pay the credit cards? Don't know nothing about credit. Just knew that I had a little credit card. Don't know nothing about the score. Don't know nothing about Credit Karma. Don't know none of that. So now I'm in the apartment. Unemployment is coming in, $400 a week. What can you do with $400 in New York City? That's
groceries right there.
And I knew that after a certain point, it was going to cut off. So I'm in my head like, yo, I got to do something. I heard somebody talking about it like, hey, why don't you use your credit to get another apartment or get something else? And I was like, what the hell is credit? So I got on YouTube and I was able to get into Credit Karma. I see 387. I'm looking in the mirror like, I can't believe my dumbass, excuse my language, my dumbass has a 387 credit score. This got to be the lowest of the lows. So now I'm here like, okay, how do I fix this? I go on YouTube, I go on Google, started sending out the letter I had no idea what the hell I was sending out. I was just following what the YouTube channel said. Shout out to Brandon. He still has his YouTube. Every time I do interviews, I always commend him because he's the one that really started me on my journey. I found his YouTube video, and after I found his YouTube video, it was like,
I got a question for you. Before you carry on, how was your credit that low? Like, I understand like people not knowing about credit and not having credit, but if you ain't know about credit and didn't have credit, how was your credit that low?
I had, during the time that I was with Time Warner Cable, I ended up getting a Capital One credit card because somebody told me, go to the bank and you should start using that card. So now I'm getting the logistics of it. I still didn't understand, but I was oh, so when I had logged in, it says 731. So I didn't know that it's not about what the score is, it's what's inside the credit profile. So the score doesn't matter. Yeah. It's what's in the, so I'm here like, oh my God, I got 731 credit. I'm lit. And I have the money coming in. So I'm not even worried whether I get another credit card or not, because it's like I have the capital. So then that charged off and that brought my score to 387. I had like 9 late payments already. I didn't know how to remove it because I've never, remember, I'm an immigrant with no papers. I come from cash. So everything I do is cash. Right, so now I'm looking at a system like, okay, this is the system that I need to use to be able to go into other things. So started sending out these 609 letters, never read them. 609 is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So it basically tells you your rights. Anything that's on your credit profile can be removed. First of all, it's not supposed to be reporting. So when we talk about how did Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax get your information in the first place? These are through the credit card companies. But 15 USC 1681 tells you that Congress never gave them the position. They just assumed a role. They took it upon themselves to be able to collect all this information. Nobody, not President Obama, not Trump, nobody gave them, said, hey, listen, you need to report. And honestly, you can be a consumer reporting agency. We confuse it. We say that they're credit bureaus. They're not credit bureaus. They're credit consumer reporting agency. A bureau is the FBI. That's a bureau. A bureau is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Why? Because it's by the government. Anytime you see something bureau attached, is the government. These are credit agencies. These are companies that make their financial institutions. They make money off you, off me, of anybody they can. They always tell you, I have to report on your credit profile, but they don't tell you you have the option to opt out. So most people don't know that information.
Because I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. Honestly, you don't need credit to survive and you here, but we've been institutionalized to do so. Technically, if you have bad credit, you can get a bag because you can sue them. These are every day. No, I'm serious.
My credit not bad. My credit high.
No, I'm serious. You can get a bag for having bad credit because it's a violation of your rights. You as a consumer have a right to privacy, and that's the law. Like you could. This is not bullshit. It's not something I'm making up. You can go look this up, and it tells you it. So when we're looking at laws, consumer law, you have to know what hat you're holding. You understand? Whether you're the consumer, the creditor, the debitor, it's different. They use different lingo. Your social security, think about it. Your social security. Understand? Okay. What do you think a credit card is?
Borrow money.
How do you get the credit card in the first place?
By applying for it.
What information do you give them?
Social.
Okay, so if we look at the definition of credit card, it tells you anything, any card, book, coupon that can be used for credit. What's the first thing that you use to get credit?
Social.
Is your social security not a credit card? Yeah, 100%.
Right.
So you sent out them 609s and what happened?
I sent out the 609. I see that they removed it. Now my credit goes to 0. So I'm here like, wait a minute. What the did I do? Like, this is gone from my report. Now my shit at 0. I'm like, how am I working backwards? Then I found another video that says once you get the negative items removed, you have to add. So now at that time, Self-Lender had come out. So I started getting Open Sky. I did Self-Lender. There was a couple, My Jewelers Club, which was like a trade line that you paid them like $50 and they will add a trade line to your account. So I started adding these accounts and got secured cards from different banks. I did Bank of America, Citibank, Chase. Excuse me. Now I started seeing my credit profile building, but now my mind has started rolling because now it's like, hold on, wait a minute. I sent out this. Let me look more into this. Then I started with my friends because everything I've done has been through trial and error. It's not, oh, I took a course and all of a sudden I'm the best credit repair specialist. Nah, I messed up. I fucked up, guys. Like I've really built this from the ground up.
Right.
And I was sending out the letters from my friends. Now this works. This doesn't work. This works. This doesn't work. Now I'm on YouTube. Now I'm looking at other stuff. Now my mind is like, wait a minute. My mind is rolling Pandora's box. I go down the line and I'm like, oh my God, nothing that's on your credit file is supposed to be reporting, even if you have an open account. Anything and everything, and everything that's on your file can be removed. Let me give you an example. You go to the car dealership, right? You know that they shop you around for different auto loans.
Absolutely.
By the time you hit Bank of America, you've already got like 10 inquiries already. Right. What the part they don't tell you is, hey, once I go to the dealership, by the time I leave, I'm on the phone. Yo, these inquiries are fraudulent. You need to have them removed. Why? Because that doesn't benefit me. Every transaction that you make with your social has to benefit you.
Right.
And if it's not attached to an open account, you can remove it. You call, the first thing you're going to do, oh, you have to wait 2 years. You got to get permissible purpose. Now, let me ask you, when the fuck did you ask me for permission when you took my information?
Right.
When did you ask me for permission when you took my information? How do you have a file on me and you're telling me that I don't have access to that file? You understand? And that's, they institutionalize. They make you, I've spent a whole day on the phone with TransUnion, and I've been able to get 40 inquiries off my file with no problem. Because I already know that they're not going to tell you the law. They're going to give you a hard time telling you they're going to switch you over to another supervisor. If you know your laws and you state them and you stick your ground, nobody could play with you. I'm closing on a house on Friday, right? I'll give you another example.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's big.
Real estate is the only place that everything always goes up. I'm closing on a house. My DTI, my ratio was a bit too high. What did I do? What do you think I did?
Call the bank?
Nah.
Negotiated?
Nah.
What?
So everything on my file, right, including my car loans, was making it too high for me to get approved for the loan.
Not to cut you off. Can you explain the DTI before you go?
So your DTI is when you're going for a house, the bank looks at everything you have on your credit profile. They don't look at anything you don't have on the credit. So if you have something outside the credit, they don't know about it. And it's not your job to tell them. Some people volunteer too much information they're not supposed to. So they look at my report. They'll say, okay, Ms. Leon, you have 15 credit cards. This is a little bit too high, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm about to finesse these people. You know, I don't want to get arrested after this episode. But the point is I build out my credit profile so that it benefits me. How do I do that? The bank tells me that my utilization is too high. I call up my friend. Hey, listen, can you add me as an authorized user on your account? I know you have a $50,000 credit card. Can you add me on there? Because they're saying that my utilization is too high. 2 people to add me, $50,000 credit card. That's $100K I just added to my file. Right. My utilization goes down. Damn. Now I'm qualifying for this loan. Then the bank will come back and be like, oh, you got a car loan on there and, you know, the payment is, oh, say less. Go back, I dispute the car loan. Got rid of it. Continue to pay my car loan. The car loan's not on credit report. Because all it is as long as it's not on the credit report, you're good to go. I'm going to still pay my car. Right, but it's just not going to show on my credit profile. And I go to the process through another bank and another bank and another bank until I get the outcome that's best for me. But it's very important you have money management because a lot of people want to do this to blow a bag. I'm not into blowing bags. If you're going to get a bag from the bank, be ready to park it in the vehicle, whether it's Airbnb, Turo, real estate, whatever you want to do, but take the bank's money to be able to live out the lifestyle you want.
So being that, like, you know, you said like the car wasn't showing up on your report, like, would it still affect your credit if you would have stopped like paying it? Of course, right?
No. If I stop paying it, it doesn't affect my report. It's not on my credit report. What can they do to me besides repossess my car? And it won't. As long as it's off my credit report, goodbye.
So like late car payments and all that, you could dispute all of that kind of stuff.
All of that. Late payments are illegal.
Oh wow.
15 USC 1666. Please don't quote me because I know there's gonna be a few people watching this talking about, bitch, you wrong. No, I'm right. Look it up as a matter of fact. 15 USC 1666. By the way, guys, if you're not following me, make sure you follow me at the Credit Assist.
15
USC 1666.
That sounds like one of the federal codes.
Yeah, it should say timing of payments or something like that.
Or B. I got C right here.
What does it say? Timing of payments?
No.
Let me see.
Installments.
Oh, okay.
No, not that one. Not C. 1666. You put 62. Sorry. Late payments. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Let me go back. So 15 USC code 1666B. Can you read part A, by the way, guys? Can you read the first lines?
A creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card account under an open-end consumer.
On the open-ended plan as late for any. For what? Say it. What is that?
Open-end consumer credit plan as late for any purpose, unless the creditor.
Stop right there. That's all I need to hear. I don't need to hear the rest.
Wow.
A creditor cannot treat a late payment under any circumstances as late.
Wow.
So what does that tell you about what they've been doing? We're institutionalized to believe one thing because what happens, it benefits who? Who does it benefit?
Not us.
It doesn't benefit me. It benefits the institution.
Right.
If I keep you under a system, what are you going to do? You're going to continue to pay me, right? You watch the Matrix Revolutions and all that. Did you guys understand it though? Did you understand the message?
I never watched The Matrix.
You gotta watch the Matrix. No, you gotta watch the Matrix.
It was kind of like.
What?
It was like. It
The Matrix will teach you everything.
And I had the game for Xbox.
But you talking about?
Definitely had all the games.
You talking about Keanu Reeves was in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched
You
it.
kind of look like him a little bit.
Oh my god. Oh my
so
god.
basically, you got a clean slate with your credit by disputing.
Of course.
Numerous things that was on it.
100%.
Not benefiting you.
100%. And none of this is illegal. None of this is illegal because the law tells you they must be able to verify the information. Sending me a statement is not verifying my information. You send me a contract with my wet signature on it, that's verifying. Just because they send you a statement. Same thing with collections. You tell them, oh, and they send you a statement and you get scared because they sent you a statement. I could send you a statement. I could make up a fake statement and send it to you. How did you validate that this belongs to me? Did you go with me? Nobody walks into the bank to get a credit card. Everybody's doing it on the phone. So how do they figure that I didn't take your information and got myself a credit card under your name? How did they figure it out? Like,
right, they didn't.
Of course not.
So, what advice would you give to people with bad credit who are trying to get good credit but gotta trying to overcome debt at the same time?
Money management is more important than having money. If you can't manage $100, you're not gonna be able to manage $500. If you got bad credit right now, I would tell you to start dispute. But you gotta make a sacrifice. When you got bad credit, you gotta do secured cards. A lot of people like to tell you to stay away from them, but honestly, you can graduate. Get the secured cards first, then graduate to unsecured cards. Start disputing everything that's on your credit. Yo, there's mad information on YouTube. Use it. You can get a bag for every inquiry that you got on your credit profile. For every person charged off, repos, all of that. Most of all of that is illegal. All of that they do to you is illegal, especially with repos. Repos, they're supposed to send you a letter notifying you of the repossession. So they don't even do that. And they go and they repo your car.
You know, they just come snatch.
They just come snatch your shit, and it's not supposed to. Whenever they sell the car, same thing with the dealership. The dealership is just the middleman. Everybody thinks the dealership is the bank. The dealership's not the bank. It's always best if you're gonna go to the dealership, go to a credit union first, because normally credit unions, they give you checks. They'll give you a check. But we're going to talk about that bag later, because you can get a bag with that little check and use it for something else. But, I don't want to get arrested.
You keep saying get a bag. So
yes.
you're big on that, right?
Yes, I am.
Tell me you're saying.
You are the bag, don't fumble yourself?
Yeah. I'm glad you just said that, because I was going to say, let's get into that. Like, for the people, like, tell them exactly what you mean by that. It's self-explanatory, but
no, it's you guys know the Migos, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I get the bag and fumbling, doing the bag and fumbling.
Right.
All right, so people don't love themselves first, right? So my advice is, you are the bag. Like, you can do anything you put your mind to. If you have bad credit right now, you can change that. You can make the sacrifices to get better. So why would you give up on yourself? Most people that start their credit repair journey, they don't finish it because they get discouraged, or they get this has been verified, or they get a no. The moment that I get a no, especially from a credit card I'm applying to, I look at the letter, it'll tell me, oh, you got denied because you have 10 inquiries, or you got denied because of this loan. And I'll be like, oh, all right, bet. So now I'm working on the inquiries, and I'm going to work on the account that they're talking about.
Right.
Next month, I'm going to get approved.
Right.
Because they already told me what I needed to work, what the problem was. So I push people. I've put over 150 people in homes. I've helped a lot. Like, if you guys Google me, for sure, Lauren Leon, you'll see like all my my career. Yeah. Ever since I took off with credit has
Don't
helped.
worry, we Googled you. We know exactly who we're dealing with. Yeah.
Credit can change your life. Like, if you really fix your credit, it changed my life. And I didn't know nothing about it. And I've been able to make 7 figures just from credit, business funding, Airbnb, all that good stuff.
So would you say credit is new king, or is cash still king?
No, they have that question on Instagram. They'll be like, 2 million or 850 credit score. Give me the 2 million. I already got the 850 score. I need the money now. I already got the credit score. I would do the credit score overall, because you can leverage it. And there's no limit to how many times you can leverage it.
Right.
Most people don't know that you can have 7 socials in a lifetime. A lot of people do. Yeah, most people don't know that.
Sure ain't know that.
You guys got your social security with you?
Nah.
No, right?
Walk around with that.
You don't walk around with it. Okay, when you get a moment, on the back of the social security, read that. It says, this belongs to the Social Security Administration. At any point, we can ask for this back. So that should tell you, like, yo, what you mean you can ask me for this back?
I got a question, right? All right, so my credit is all right. It's not bad.
When you say all right, can I get water or can I get juice?
You get juice for sure.
Oh, with like a patelito or something? No, I can't get all that. No chopped cheese.
Yeah, you can't chop. You get the juice though, for sure. So, I got a couple cards. I got self cards, but why do my credit keep fluctuating up and down, up and down? I be the same.
No, so number one, it could be how you making the payments, right? Because the credit card has 2 payments. It has the due date and a statement closing date. The statement closing date is the day that they report to the credit bureaus, and the due date is when you owe them the bread. So you're probably paying and then using it again, not waiting till it reports how you paid. That's why it's dropping. But don't worry so much about the credit score. Worry about what's inside your profile. You can build out. You can remove that. You can remove that.
Move it down.
You can remove it. You can remove anything that's on your credit profile. Anything.
You gonna help me?
Of course. For a fee.
You are the credit assist, right?
Yeah,
yes, I am. I got you.
All right, so say I have a business, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not the jump.
No, go ahead. You can ask anything.
So, I have a business, right?
Okay.
What is the steps of writing things off?
What is your goal? What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to get money back? Now, before anything, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves if y'all waiting for a tax refund. Because the IRS just took your money all year, played with it, probably did something else, probably bought another house.
You did a
yeah. I'm upset. People be like, oh, my refund. the refund doesn't matter. Like it's
anyway.
your money. They're giving you back your money that they took out on interest. Like they went, got a whole nother building and then gave you a little chump change back at the end of the year. That's not what we're preaching. We want to preach breaking generational curses. Yo, I'm the black sheep of my family. Like I'm the first millionaire in my family. And I'm proud to say that because a lot of us, we're comfortable. People are just comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I'm not a conformist. I want more out of life. I want to be able to die tomorrow and say, yo, look what I gave my children and my children's children. By the way, get yourself a trust fund. Just in case y'all watching, get yourself a trust fund.
Me and bro was talking about trust fund.
Trust fund money, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, do you want to elaborate on the trust fund?
Yeah. Did you guys watch the soccer player? Hakimi?
Yes.
Hakimi?
He's the GOAT.
Yo,
he's the GOAT for that.
Super GOAT.
But he didn't have a trust fund. What he had was he put everything under his mother's name.
Yeah.
So when we talk about trust, we're just avoiding probate. So when you die, you don't want your kids to have to go and fight in court for property that you owned.
Right.
Because the debt people who you owe money to, they're the first person that gonna come out the woodwork trying to get a piece of that. Also, if you have kids that you know they're spoiled, they're gonna, you know that if you give them $20, they're gonna blow a bag, right? You want to be able to dictate how the money is disbursed to them. For example, if I die, I'm gonna say, okay, every month my child is gonna get $500, and then when he turns 18 or she turns 18, they're gonna get $500,000. But you can avoid these things, right? A will is just saying, I will let you do this, but it's not helping you with tax probate. It's not helping you pass, because they're going to be taxed on that house regardless. But if you put it in a trust, another thing, you get married to a gold digger. Or, you know how we are. Women, we can be spiteful. And I'm not speaking for myself because I'm a sweet young lady. Thank you. But you get married to somebody who just wants your money, right? You start getting a divorce. What do you think she's going to do?
Straight for the paper.
Straight for the paper. You want to avoid that. Here come, like Hakimi did.
Yeah.
She asked for half his earnings after you done sweat your balls off making all this money for somebody to come to try to take it from you.
Yeah.
And it's vice versa, because it's not just for men, it's for women too. I've worked from the ground up. I wouldn't want a motherfucker to come up in here trying to take my shit, half my shit, and then I gotta give him alimony too. And coming to find out, nothing's in my name. The name of the game is own nothing, control everything. That's why we're doing a trust. But there's consequences to trusts, right? Some people, they're telling you, oh, go ahead and put your car in a trust, put debt in a trust. Yeah. We're not putting debt into a trust. If you think that you're gonna take your car out of your name to put it in a trust for debt, just to clean out your credit report, don't do that. That don't make no sense. And get yourself life insurance. Life insurance is very important. I don't want to see anybody on Instagram talking about GoFundMe to raise money for your funeral. That is embarrassing.
Yeah, that's tough. Very tough.
So let's talk about personal credit versus business credit.
I love business credit. I really do.
Okay.
So when you say let's talk about it, you want to know the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So with personal credit, you're limited to how much you can get on a credit card. For example, a bank is never going to give you $60,000 to your personal name. But under your business name, because they know you're running bigger, they give you $100K or more. And it's way easier to get higher limits and bigger money with business credit. No, you don't have to be in business for 2 years to do it. No, you don't have to be making tens thousands a month to be able to do it. You just need to be able to have that good, decent credit. That's all you really need.
Okay.
The other day, I applied for Golden Sachman, Marcus by Golden Sachman. They gave me $75,000. I didn't have to provide any documents, just off my credit alone. So I took that $75,000 and I'm closing on a house on Friday, because I said I'm gonna take the bank's money, I'm gonna buy something, and I'm gonna have the tenants pay it off.
Right.
That's my mentality. I like to live good. Like, I've suffered too much not to live good. And I want to be able to spread this word. Like, yo, you need credit. I'm very passionate about what I do. And I'm very passionate about telling people I robbed the bank legally, because I don't want to get arrested after this podcast.
So is there a way you could leverage your business credit into helping you with your personal credit?
Absolutely. So one of my favorite things to do, especially when somebody's starting out and I'm putting them on, is to transfer your personal debt to your business. Why not? Think about it. So you owe money to the bank, right?
Right.
It's causing your score to go down. Mm-hmm. So here comes Lauren and she helps you get business credit. So now you got 4 American Express cards. Each of them have 5, 10,000. We're going to liquidate the business cards and we're going to clean off your credit, right? So your personal credit can go up. And you know what we're going to do? What do you think we're going to do? We're going to go to the next bank and do it again. And now, not only am I helping you, yes, you're going to have debt, of course, but we go to the next bank. Now I'm helping you build passive income because now I'm going to tell you, let's do it on our Airbnb. So now you got one Airbnb and let's say the rent is $4,000, but you're making $15K a month just from that one Airbnb. Now your money's flowing.
The realistic numbers from Airbnb?
Yeah. No. Pass me my phone.
Sturdy Way Airbnbs, we coming.
Pass me my phone.
We
Pass me my phone.
Sturdy Way Airbnbs.
Sturdy Way Airbnb.
We gonna make that happen.
Because I come with the receipts.
She said 15.
She showed me. Sure.
Yeah.
Or for one Airbnb.
Yeah. Right. Let me show you. Hold on. It's all right. I ain't even mad.
Those is real numbers. That's a lot of money.
So
bro.
these are my this is what I have, right? All of them are mostly booked out. This is the first one.
How many you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4.
You got 4 Airbnbs?
4 Airbnbs.
Sturdy Way Airbnbs, man. Be on the lookout.
So these are my payouts, right? So I'm getting that.
I can't see.
See that first number, bro?
See that first number?
Oh my goodness.
That. Another one. That.
We gonna need the blueprint after this episode.
So matter of fact, let's get into that. Like, so you mastered credit. You started from the ground up. You learned that mine was churning. You said, "Hold on, let me do this, let me do that." So, what made you what was the transition from that and then the Airbnb? Or it was just like a no-brainer?
No, I didn't know anything about Airbnb. My thing was credit. But then I started hearing oh, you can create passive income. My main focus was I bought a property. When the pandemic hit, I bought a property. And I was like, oh my God, I have something under my name. I'm going to make some money. So I started with that property. I started doing Airbnb on that property. And then I started outsourcing somewhere else. Because I'm like, this is going well for me. Now I got the credit, but I have everything under my name. So now I have my brain, the way it works, you just have to tell me something once, I'm gonna run with it. You tell me the information, I'm gonna go look it up. Yo, is this true? I'm an Aquarius. What's yours?
Oh, I'm an Aquarius too.
Yeah. See?
That's how we move.
Yeah. No, Aquarius.
Yeah, you tell me something.
I don't know about all that Aquarius talk.
Where you at, babe?
Big Capricorn energy. Heavy business minded. No.
Hard-headed.
Yeah, man. Hard-headed, man.
So I was like, yo, I'm making money on this. Let me see about this rental arbitrage. What is it? I go to Facebook Marketplace. I found another spot. Because you can, on Facebook Marketplace, you can talk to the landlord directly. You don't even have to talk to these big corporations where it's a leasing company and all that.
Right.
I started talking to landlords. I found another spot. And I told them, I'm upfront because I don't want to sit there and be a case where I'm paying my money. I don't know if you guys seen it where they'll put it in the elevator. If you know anybody who's doing Airbnb here, let us know. They'll kick you out. And you just wasted 10 grand that you just spent for them to kick you out. You know that you always going to have a hating ass neighbor that's going to see people coming in and out and want to know what the hell you doing. So I be upfront. I'll be like, look, I run a short-term rental for professionals, nurses, travel finder, verbal. Airbnb is not the only bag that you can get. Most people just stick to Airbnb, but there's other places. Furnish Finder. What's the other one I like to use? The verbal, which is like Expedia. I like to use Booking.com. Most people don't mention it. You can get a bag from Booking.com.
How could you get a bag from Booking.com?
So Booking.com is for people who like in France, Italy, all those out of state. You're missing a lot because a lot of them don't trust Airbnb. Some of them just book through Booking.com and they have perks. Booking.com gives them more perks because Booking.com is not a United States company. It's internet European company.
So you list your property on Booking.com basically.
Booking.com, okay. Verbal, Airbnb of course, but there's other spots. Furnish Finders. You just gotta be careful, right? Because the same way for rental, you want to make sure you have those same rules for your Airbnb. I like short term. I like 1 through 7 days, less than 30 days. Right. Anytime you have somebody more than 30 days in your house, you're going to have to take them to court on day 31st. So I like to do 28, refresh the booking, give them an agreement if they're staying more, and then do it again. I run it like a hotel, so I don't have to have problems, and the goons don't have to show up to the property. You know what I'm saying?
So is that because of squatters' right?
They have squatter rights.
In New York? In New York City?
Anywhere. It's anywhere. Wow. It's not just in New York. You didn't know?
No, I didn't know it was squatter
so,
rights in New York.
Let me give you an example. You and I have been living together. I'm your girlfriend, right? Yeah. We break up after 30 days. You got to take me to court to get me out of your apartment. And if you lock me out, the police is going to come and tell you can't lock me out.
But what if there's no proof of you being in there for 30 days?
No mail, nothing.
Like, what if you don't got no mail?
No, it doesn't matter. If I'm there, I'm there.
So what if you only been there for a week and I want you out and then...
No, a week is fine. A week is fine.
What if she be like, I've been here for 30 days. You can't just do that. How is he supposed to prove that she hasn't been there for 30 days?
Well, there's a lot of ways to prove that. You've been at some spot for 30 days. It's really... How do I explain? There's a lot of ways to prove that. Because I'm sure whether it's not a bill, I'm sure she got a membership or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to be careful with people because people will do it to you. I've had tenants that I've had to evict because I'm a female and they think they're going to try me, not knowing that I'm still from the Bronx.
Boogie there.
So how do you write a lot of stuff off?
I do, but because I had to buy another property, I have to go up. So here's the game. I bought a property. I had to raise my tax. My taxes had to go high. I bought a second property. My taxes have to be enough to cover my first property and my second property. So I'm in debt with the IRS. Mm-hmm. So the IRS might be outside right now looking for me. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with y'all. No, but in all seriousness, so what I'm gonna do is after I close on this house next year, zero. I didn't make $1 this year, but my other companies did because my other companies are free and clear. Yeah.
Right.
You. How do you think Donald Trump $750? He knows the system and he plays it well. You see all these indictment charges that he got. He gonna beat him. He got money. He gonna beat him.
He had something a while ago.
We were chopping it up about
Mm-hmm.
I think it was trust though.
Appreciation, something like that.
So let me tell you the story about Trump.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for him, but I like his business model. I respect him as a businessman. I don't like him like a person, like personally. Whatever he got going on, that's his business. But when it comes to business, he's like the top to follow in business. He had, I forgot which hotel it was that he asked the bank to borrow money. Yeah. He borrows money from the bank. Right. So what does he do? $3 billion.
$3 billion.
So he was finishing it, but he didn't finish it on time. He put everything in a trust, including the hotel.
Yep.
So he turned around and told them, I don't have any money to give you and the hotel's not finished. So the bank is like, okay, well, we need the hotel back or whatever. He files for bankruptcy. They take him to court. They can't even get the hotel back because it was included in the trust.
Yeah, they couldn't get the rest of the money back either.
Yeah. And he's the goal. He's a great businessman. Like I aspire to be like him in that sense.
Okay. Well, I seen one post that you had like as far as your Airbnb, it said you had spent like 66K on the Airbnb, but you lost 25K because you didn't do your research.
Yes.
What happened with that?
Yes. No, I didn't spend 66. I made 66,000, but I lost 25,000. I didn't do my research. So when I launched into my third unit, I didn't really do my research. I just went. So a lot of people use AirDNA. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
So never heard of that.
AirDNA.com is a place where you can search for like in the area, wherever you want to do short-term rentals. It allows you to see how much is going for nightly, what rentals are in the area. I didn't do my research. I just saw that it was a nice spot and I said, okay, people are going to rent it here. So when I first launched, it was great. I got 3 bookings. I was getting bookings. But then came April and it was dry. Now I'm paying a $2,800 rent with everything. That's another expense. No bookings coming in, nothing. My regular clients are not back. They're out. So I'm like, oh my God. I didn't know that you can get rental furniture rented. I didn't know that. So I'm here buying $12,000 worth of furniture for an Airbnb when I could just rent it. So they have a Court. It's called Court, CORT. It's you can rent furniture from them. They come, they install everything. The moment that you need to move out, you just call them, hey, come get your shit. I'm out of here. They come pick it up.
Oh,
I wasted $12,000 on furniture.
Right.
What kind of furniture you got?
Bob's.
Crazy.
I ended up losing money. And then on top of that, remember, now the months are passing by. There's not a single booking. So it's like, and I booked it in an area where it is family oriented, but it's seasonal.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't do my research. Had I booked it how I did now in the city, because all my Airbnbs are in the city, downtown, financial district. That's where I'm at. So I get a booking every single day. I'm talking to you guys right now, and I just got a booking. Yeah, I just got a booking. So I'm good.
Right,
the rent is a little bit expensive, but the money, it's about $15K a month.
Right.
Apart from my credit stuff and everything else I got going on. So when I get into this new house, 1 unit's gonna be rented. I'm gonna be living. That's my plan, to live rent free. That is my plan.
Sheet up, passive income coming in.
All right.
You know.
Can a working person write something off?
Write something off?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Because I'm a working man.
Explain your situation.
But you got an LLC?
Nah, he don't got an LLC.
Why? You've been watching all my videos and you still got you ain't got no LLC? What's going on with you? ¿Qué está pasando ahí, Chocolate?
Tranquilo. I work. So sometimes I buy my tools. Tools are expensive.
Isn't
of course.
Like a sole proprietorship or something? No?
Hell no.
No?
Sole proprietorship is still you. You need an LLC.
Oh, okay.
You need to separate yourself. If you make $100K a year, personal, you know that the IRS is gonna rape you, right? You get an LLC. What kind of accountant do you have? You gotta get yourself a good accountant, because my accountant is Jewish. That's how I like them, because they know the numbers and they know how to play. Sorry about that, guys. They know how to play the game. So you're a working man. You make $100K a year. You make an LLC in the middle of June, right? You start writing off $30,000 into the LLC. At the end of the year, no, you get yourself an accountant. I'm gonna give you my accountant's number. Instead of them charging you on the $100K, you wrote off $30,000. You only made $70,000. So the IRS is only gonna tax you on the $70,000 because everything else is written off. Because you have a business now, everything you do, you can write off. For example, if we're having a meeting right now, this is business. So I can say I spent $1,200 in a studio time. And if we go out to eat, that's another write-off because it's meals. If you pay for tools and they have something to do with your business, as long as it's related to your business, you can write it off. You can write off if you had to meet with clients. Of course, a lot of people know how to get around the system. Just make sure you have receipts if you're going to do any type of scam or anything like that, because you never want to get audited, right? Right. And you want to have receipts for the audit. And now the IRS, because they couldn't get no money.
They want that proof.
No, not even that. You remember when they was talking about, Venmo, Cash App, we're going to do the 600 or more. We're going to send you a 1099 just because you're getting money on those apps. And it's really because they gave you that $1,400 check. That's why they feel like they own you. So,
you know what I heard? I heard, like, you know, as far as like Cash App, like say if you're sending people money, like they give you up to like $10,000 in gifts. Like
who's giving that?
No, they don't give you that money, but like they don't mess with it. Like if it's like for gifts, if you send it for gifts. Like,
no, everybody started changing. So if I send you money, I'll say business write-off or gift but I don't do Cash App. I do Zelle. Because Zelle, if you go on the
I like
site,
Zelle too.
Zelle tells you that they don't fuck with the IRS. They tell you straight up, like, we have nothing to do with that. That's their business. But
Wow.
they
Shout
got
out
this.
to the Zelle campaign.
Yeah, we love Zelle.
Yeah,
We
a lot
love
of people
Zelle.
out
But
there
listen,
on
no,
Zelle.
hold on. July 18th, and don't quote me if I'm wrong. They got Fed Now. Have you guys heard of Fed Now?
After the Cash App died.
Oh man, the government is finding more ways to be able to tap in. Do you know that if you're a drug dealer and you steal money, you have to report that money? Did you guys not read? Yeah,
Nah, I never read
yeah,
nothing on
yeah,
that. Hold
yeah.
on, hold on.
The
If you're a
IRS
what?
says it on the site. If you have stolen money, if you a drug dealer, you have to report your income. They trying to make they coins from anywhere
What?
they
How
can.
can
Yes, yes,
Trying
pull
to
it up.
snatch all the crumbs.
Nah, no, that is crazy.
Whatever they can't tax, they
Yeah.
They finding
They
ways.
trying to get everything.
Like how am I gonna tell the IRS I'm a drug dealer and put all my on? Come on.
Yeah,
Come
that
on,
doesn't
son.
even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. So, right, you see us here, right, Sturdy Way TV, me and my brothers, you know what I'm saying? We're starting a business, right?
Right.
So, we're in the beginning stages, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We're gonna LLC it for sure.
Okay. You're going to or you did?
No, we're going to, we're probably gonna do a trust. Matter of
Are you
fact.
gonna do a trust?
Yeah. How should we go about getting business funding off gate? Like,
Okay. Which one of y'all has the okay credit?
probably, bro.
Okay, so I would go with my papi chulo over here. We would do the LLC, and then we would look at his credit, and we would apply, and then add you guys as employees, and do the same sequence over at the next bank. If your credit goes up and your shit is fire, we go with your stuff.
I feel like mine is fire right now.
Yeah.
But we could
Yeah,
we could mess
either
yours
one of
up
them.
real quick.
Can
Yeah.
you co-sign for me?
Yeah.
I
Can
might
you
be
co-sign
able
for
to.
me,
Yeah,
baby?
probably can.
Yeah.
What's the steps of a trust? Because I be seeing stuff. The diagrams be throwing me off. You gotta.
How do
explain to
you?
me.
So you start with the main LLC,
Okay.
right? But you gotta get like a lawyer or like a place.
Hmm.
Because you don't know too much, I suggest you get somebody that's in the field so they can give you the ins and out. Because there's two type of trust. There's the irrevocable and the revocable, right? So the irrevocable is you can't change it, and it gives you the probate. And the revocable is you can change it, but you don't get the probate. So there's two of them.
And
So
for the people out there listening, can you explain probate?
probate is basically if you die and you have a property, they're gonna want to tax it. They're gonna want to tax on it. Whatever taxes you've left to pay, they're gonna want to tax you on it. So we're trying to avoid probate. We don't want to go to court for a property that you own and I'm your child.
Right.
We just want to be able to get the property because the first people that are gonna come for it is people that you owe money to. So if you owe the IRS, they're gonna come for it. If you owe debt collectors credit cards, they're gonna come for that. So that's my explanation. Other people might explain it different. But
So
that's
we're
how I
staying
explain
away
it.
from the probate.
No, no. Wait,
Yeah, because you said we're trying to avoid the probate, right?
we're trying to
Yeah.
avoid
As far as, like, the
probate.
trust,
Yes,
if you
as
asked
far as
about
the
the
trust.
trust.
Yes. But there's two different types of trust. There's a revocable and an irrevocable. Irrevocable is permanent. You can't make changes to that. And revocable, you can make changes, but you don't get the benefits from the irrevocable, if you understand.
Okay.
Got you. So the best route would be irrevocable?
Irrevocable. Just make sure everything is set up.
Sturdy.
It's
Make sure
sturdy.
everything is sturdy.
Yeah, sturdy way.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what prompted you guys to start this podcast?
So, sturdy way.
What does that mean?
We're gonna get into that right now. So sturdy, it's a lifestyle. It's like, your mindset, how you carry yourself. It's basically like a guideline that we use in everyday life.
Okay.
So you want your mental to be sturdy, your financials, your credit. So like when you
My credit's 30.
right. And we basically want to tap in with people that got something sturdy going on.
Of course.
Similar mindsets, like sturdy is like morals and principles. It's like you exactly. You're
Ooh,
standing
fire.
on business.
You saying that they wiggle? Or it's sturdy?
Nah, it's 30.
Right.
It's 30.
Exactly.
It's 30.
Like I want to be able to do business with a person and I know that
don't be like big business over there. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stand. You just gotta stay solid. Sturdy is being solid. Yeah, for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah, for sure. We want to handle everything the sturdy way. Our credit, our business, our personal life, everything we want to handle. We want to handle it in a sturdy way. You understand?
Beautiful.
Sturdy
I
way.
ain't mad
no
at
way.
that. Yeah. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, for sure.
The same way you talking about getting the funding for a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be the same way for a nonprofit?
Nonprofit's a little trickier, but I would tell you to go for grants because since you're not a nonprofit, it's technically you're not making money. Mm-hmm. Understand? That would be easier. You would get that money that you don't have to pay back. Because nonprofit is non-profit in the sense. So the bank is like, how am I gonna get my money back?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You go with grants because you're non-profit.
You don't gotta get money back.
If you're trying to put up a church, let me know because I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Tax free in the church. You know what I'm saying?
We should do like a boxing gym though. But,
yeah, that would be dope.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
You
know, this is the man right here.
Fire.
Yeah. I dunk on you. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You gotta be careful. I dunk on you.
On me? Yeah. You don't dunk on me?
Dunk on you.
Oh my God.
Nah, as much as I can't dunk anymore. But yeah, so all right, so we got credit assist, Airbnb. So tell us what else you got going on.
Mm-hmm. Everything I tell you is through trial and error. I used to do Turo, but in my personal opinion, can you make money? Absolutely. Would I do it again? No. I got 15 cars for Turo. Now, I do credit repair. So I deal with clients who have a certain lifestyle that they can't rent due to whatever business they got going on. So it was easy for me to get my cars out the lot. But people have hot feet. Like, I don't understand. I hate BMWs. I told you that on the way here. Yeah, they got hot feet. They'll crash your car. And then remember, too many crashes on insurance, they'll blackball you. They'll put you on a do not rent list.
That's a fact. DNR.
Do not rent list. You'll have this shit on your license. So I was like, it's too much trouble. Every time I got a car out, go into an accident. Now I gotta finesse the insurance so the insurance will pay out. Turo is great, but in New York, you're doing competition with too many people and there's trains. Turo is great when it's North Carolina, Miami, places
Atlanta,
like that.
Probably.
And I wouldn't even do high-end cars like the Urus, the Rolls Royce, because those are the first ones people they crash. They crash.
15 seconds in and you crash.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even. But if you're in a town and the prices are cheap and you got to do a 60-40 split with Turo, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Turo gives you their insurance. Yes. If you're going to start a Turo business, make sure you get a tracker. That's the first thing you want to do. You know how many times I got my car stolen because my dumbass didn't put the tracker in? Yeah, but you get the tracker. You're able to shut down the machine if they steal it.
Kill switch.
Get the kill switch. The kill switch I had, man, hey, I hit that little button. It was done for. That's the first thing you want to do. Second thing is, I would go up on the insurance that you currently have. So minimum is $25.50. If you don't do $25.50, do like $50 to $100 or $100 to $300.
Okay.
Geico always wants to give you the cheapest, thinking that you don't know any better and you think it's great because you have cheap insurance, but they're not telling you the rest of the lingo that goes with that. Always get $50 to $100 insurance. Yeah, and if you want to do Turo, do it. For me, I made great money. I made $15K in a week. But remember, I was doing Turo and I was doing my outside clients. But to me, Airbnb is less of a hassle. Having short-term tenants coming in and out is less of a hassle than me having to worry that somebody's going to crash and it's going to be on my license.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
There's a lot of scammers. Scammers love to rob, what's that thing called? A Cali converter?
Oh, Cadillac converter. Yeah.
Catalytic converter.
Yeah,
Catalytic converter. They love
converter.
to rob the catalytic converter. Some people would book out to rob the catalytic converter on the end. I never knew what it was until I had the police knocking on my door.
Right.
Like, oh, listen, we got camera. I said, what?
Yeah.
So I would.
It's too much risk.
It's
basically.
and I used to worry too much. I couldn't sleep. at night knowing that somebody had the car and then calling me that they crashed. You know how many police reports I had to do? Yo, ridiculous.
Okay. So what else you got other than tarot? What else you?
Right now, I'm just focused on real estate and Airbnb, but I'm doing drop shipping. So I got into that a couple of days ago. When go to TikTok, made me buy it. You'll find a product that makes money. I showed you in the car. I got this electric cooker. I make like $25 per sale. Plus, I upsell with the accessories. So there's a lot of people buying that little stove cooker.
Okay.
And I don't have any I don't buy any inventory. It's shipped straight from the supplier, so I don't have to waste money. I go on TikTok. I look for a trending product. I look for a supplier on Alibaba, AliExpress. I go to Fiverr, Fiverr. They build out the website for you. They connect you with the supplier. They do everything for you. All you gotta do is really set up a Shopify. Yes, you gotta spend a couple dollars. But
Fiverr could do that for you too, though. If you really want to.
Yeah, Fiverr did everything for me.
Nice.
So I seen on one of your posts you mentioned the key of having good relationships with banks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Every time I know that I'm about to ask for money, okay. So you know how you see pretty women, right? Right? You give it to somebody who looking pretty, that they butter you up and like, come here, papi, you know. That's exactly what I do when I go to the bank. I'll dress in something very professional, very sexy, not too sexy because I don't want to look trashy. And I'll go. You know that when anybody speaks your language, you connect with them right away. So I'll sit in the seat and I'll be like, oh, you're from DR? Me too. Where you from? From the capital, blah, 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 blah. Bankers know what the system. They know the system. They might not know credit or anything like that, but they know how to get you approved. So if I go to your booth and I'm like, oh, just, you know, where you from or what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. Because the personality is hitting, you're going to want to help me. You're going to be like, oh no, let me change this right here to put this right here. This will sound better if we do it like this. You're going to get me approved. It's always important. And if you bring them more business, the more business you bring them, the more they're going to want to rock with you. I like to talk to people face to face because behind a computer, you don't get the vibe. I don't get to rob you like better. You know what I'm saying?
You can't tell if the vibe is sturdy or not behind a computer.
No, and face to face, you understand. Listen. They be like, "Oh, what are you trying to do?" I said, "Listen, I'm an immigrant. I'm building this. I'm building this." They be like, "Wow, you're so young. I wish people had the mentality." I've had bankers call me like, "Yo, can you get me some business funding? I could hook you up with certain thing." And I'll be like, "Yeah, just." They got commission to make because they whatever they sell you on, they get a percentage of it. So of course they're gonna rock with you.
Okay, so let's get into your course, the credit bundle. Let's get into that.
Yes. Which one? Without a couple.
Get into all of them and all that if you want.
Okay, so I'm always giving out free gems on my page. I think it's important that people have the information. By the way, for everybody who be in the comment section talking shit, let me just let y'all know something. I'm still from the Bronx and I'm still gonna answer. Yeah, and I want all the smoke. No, no, I'm just kidding. I don't want to sound hostile. It's my job to give you the information, but it's your job to go do the research. So if I go and I tell you M&T is giving a $50,000 no doc loan, I'm telling you because I went and got it. But it's your job to do what you got to do to get it. I'm not Captain Saberho because people expect me to be like, oh, these girls, they don't tell you. I'm not a guru. I'm a businesswoman. It's not my job to tell you. It's my job just to give you the information.
I'm informing you. Hey,
look, this is what they're doing over there. I'm not the underwriter of the bank. I don't know what you got going on. So.
Yes, let's talk about the course.
The course. I'm actually setting up a membership program where people can join my university and go through the modules of how to fix their credit, how to build business credit in 30 to 60 days. So I want to, I'm Latina. I'm an Afro-Latina at that. I want to make people proud. I want to leave something for everybody. Like, yo, this person did it. You could do it too. I do have consultations where you can just work with me directly if you want to, but I like to offer do-it-yourself programs, right? Because I feel like if I gave you you can't teach, what's that word about the fish? when you I could take the horse to the water, but I can't make
drink it.
Yeah, I could give you the fish, but if I teach you how to fish, you're always gonna eat.
Right.
So my courses focus on that. Like I give a lot of freebies.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the free information. Now, if you want something deeper for you, that's different. You gotta pay me.
Right.
But
So the gems you drop in this free game, you basically got the blueprint.
I do.
Now you offer these classes, these programs.
Yes.
You sign up.
Yes.
And then I'm assuming that generates passive income too down the line.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. I give you free. You see how it is to work with me, and then if you want to rock with me, rock with me. I don't have to force anybody to work with. Like my work speaks for itself.
Right.
You talk to my clients. All my clients will tell you like, yo, this girl really got me where I needed to be, and that's what I like. I don't have to beg for people to. You know you need your credit fixed. Whether it's me, whether it's you, whether it's a whole bunch of other people, go out there and do it, because at the end of the day, my life is set. I'm set for life. I got my life insurance. I got my real estate. I'm Gucci, but you need to be Gucci. And how do you do that? You got to put the steps in motion. People like to procrastinate. Oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. You have money to buy a Gucci bag, $2,000. Gucci is not doing anything for you, but you don't have $2,000 to put it into a course to benefit you and your family. Does that make any sense? The priorities of today's generation are very different. Very, very different. I want to be the girl with the $60,000 bag and $60K in it. Not just the bag, just to show.
$60,000 bag?
Yeah.
Damn.
Isn't that what Hermes costs, or it's more?
I thought Hermes was like 5-10 bands. You said 60?
5-10 bands. Hermes?
Oh.
Nah. Gucci. 5-10 bands, but Hermes?
Yeah, not 60,000. I know Birkins is crazy.
The Birkins. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the Birkins is crazy.
Yeah, like I want to be able to say, okay, I got this luxury item, but I have an asset that's paying for it. So my new home that I'm moving into, my Airbnb is going to pay for it because I make money to cover the rent, and I make extra money. I have a store on 100. By the way, I have a spiritual goods shop on 184th Street, 1480 St. Nicholas Avenue. If you need a spiritual cleanse, just come by there. We got you.
I was over there yesterday.
You were? Did you see him? Did you see my stuff?
Night.
Oh no! Oh, you but with the parade, right?
Yeah, that's she's funny.
Yeah.
Nah, but
parade.
I gotta.
You was dancing?
It's
this guy right here.
Yeah, man right here.
I definitely don't dance. You know, I used to dance. You know, I used to get a couple Patron in them. You know.
The nail polish studio.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Matter of fact, I did see you getting your feet done on the gram.
Hey, that's not nothing bad with
unpleasant
that.
sight, man. I'm doing it, man.
By the way, self-care, you know, that's sturdy too.
Yeah, that's sturdy. Definitely.
Over there on St. Nick.
I'm on 180.
My friend from over there, so I'll be going to see him.
I'm on 184th Street, St. Nicholas, next to Elizabeth Jewelry. It's Botanica 21 Division.
I got you.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Today, matter of fact.
For sure, come through.
And you just said something interesting, like how like your assets are like paying your bills.
Yes.
Like,
my Airbnb pays the rent for my store. My customers at the store, they give me extra money, right? I buy more inventory, keep the store running. My other Airbnb pays for my new home that I'm about to be in. The second side of the home is going to pay one half of the mortgage. I just got to come up with the other half. So it's like, I want to live like that. I want to live for free, me, myself. Yeah. Because it's very difficult. Like, rent is expensive. New York is expensive. I paid $22 for a salad the other day. I was like, what the? The salad ain't do. And it was a little salad.
Oh, yeah. That's tough. Now, but that's a gym that I heard my guys say at EYL. Shout out to them. You know, those are the big bros. Yeah. It was like have like an asset. Like each bill you have, you want to have a asset paying for it. You know?
Absolutely.
So like,
let me tell you, I think financial literacy is the best asset you can have. People who teach financial literacy, those are the people y'all need to rock with. Not people who are teaching you how to scam. Like, if you gotta get it that way, get it how you can. But use your credit. You can't go wrong with credit at all.
Yeah. Nah, those is gems, man. Make sure y'all go get that course. Assist. Yeah, get that course.
Don't get the course, book the consultation. Yeah. Talk to me.
Do all of that. Yeah. Do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's about time we gonna wrap it up.
We leaving?
Yeah.
Can I get an hour more?
But go ahead, though. Say something to the people, though.
So if you're watching the Sturdy Way right now, first and foremost, follow my guys because they brought me out here to make sure that I got you through this. Follow me, of course, at the Credit Assist, and you are the bag. Don't fumble yourself at all.
Give me your brand one more time.
At the Credit Assist. Listen, I'm the one with the little blue check. I got verified, if that means anything. You know how they be like, I got the blue check.
For sure.
Yeah, at the Credit Assist. Link in bio. You can book a consultation. You can see all the courses I offer. I have a Facebook group community of like-minded individuals if you want to join me on that. I also have my free business funding class May 7th. Or I do it every month just to keep it flowing. I do it every month. Join my free business funding class. You don't have to buy anything from me. Just join the class. Ask me all the questions that you want to ask me. If you want to rock with me at the end of the class, great. If you don't, at least you got something out of it, right? Can't lose.
Yeah, now.
So yeah, we wrapping this up. Sturdy Way TV.
Sturdy Way TV. What way is
it? Sturdy Way or no way, man.
Sturdy Way or no way.
We're good.